Hey guys, welcome to Women's Health 101. What we're going to talk about is how to improve women's health, how to improve our health. And we're going to talk about some things that we can avoid, and then we're going to talk about some things that we can add to our bodies. I have to let you know that I am not a medical professional. I can't diagnose, cure, treat, or prevent any diseases. Everything that I'm going to discuss with you is just things that I've come across in my research and, things from my personal experience as well. So the first thing that we're going to talk about is toxins. And we hear a lot lately about toxin talk and how awful it is for our bodies, but sometimes we need a little more in-depth explanation about why. So what I'm going to talk about a little bit more in depth is xenoestrogens. Xenoestrogens are hormone disruptors, and what they do is target the endocrine system. So our endocrine system is responsible for normal hormone function within the body. The endocrine system communicates with our organs and tells them when to release hormones and how much of the hormone that they need to release. Xenoestrogens can mimic our hormones and they can block the hormone receptors. Our most sensitive hormone releasing organs that can be affected include the uterus. They can also affect the immune system and neurological systems, not only in adults, but in children and young adults as well. So we really need to be careful, what we're putting on our children and giving our children to ingest and whatnot. Xenoestrogens have an estrogen-like effect on the body. Estrogen is the naturally occurring hormone in the body, and is responsible for bone growth, blood clotting, and then reproduction in men and women, just to name a few. But when xenoestrogens enter the body, they increase the total amount of estrogen, and it results in a phenomenon called estrogen dominance. So xenoestrogens are not metabolized by our bodies. They are stored in our fat cells. And a buildup of xenoestrogens can result in unfavorable conditions, to say the very least. They can cause breast, uterine, and ovarian cancer. They can cause prostate and testicular cancer, obesity, infertility, endometriosis, early onset puberty, miscarriages, diabetes, heart disease, thyroid disruption, just to name a few. I'm sure the list is much more extensive than what I have. So I'm sure you guys are all wondering, where are these xenoestrogens hiding? And so I'll talk about a few. I'm not going to try and pronounce the names. I will totally butcher them. So what I'll do is post them for you, and that'll probably be more helpful, because then you can look them up, look at your products and see if any of them are in there, and then try and start switching things out. So they are found in skincare products, our cosmetics and sunscreens and things like that. They're found in industrial products and plastics. BHA is found in our water bottles and stuff like that. They're found in our food, red dye number 3. BHA is a food preservative. Caramel coloring I've also heard a lot of bad things about. And xenoestrogens can also be found in insecticides. So what we can do to start avoiding and reducing our exposure to these, don't be overwhelmed. Don't think that you have to do everything all at once. Just, start off small. Switch out one thing. That's it. Just switch one thing. And then after you get the hang of that, switch out another thing. Just so you're not overwhelming yourself and causing more stress, which isn't good for your body. So you can reduce the amount of plastics you use with the BPA. Don't microwave in plastic containers ever. And in general, probably it's not a good idea to microwave, which is, a whole nother class that we can do, a class on. Try to avoid plastic wrap for storing food. Don't leave plastic containers in the sun. If you have a plastic container that's heated up, just throw it away. Also, avoid freezing your water in plastic water bottles. You can also start to reduce your, your cleaning supplies that have lots of chemicals in them, like your laundry detergent, you know, things like that. You can use chlorine-free and unbleached paper products, including, ladies, our tampons and pads, toilet paper, paper towels, coffee filters, you know, things of that nature. You can start using a chlorine filter on your shower head. That's, you know, something that's pretty easy to install. And then filter your drinking water as well. You want to avoid creams and cosmetics that have toxic chemicals. Minimize your exposure to nail polish and nail polish remover. And then sodium lauryl sulfate is found in so many things. I'll also post the name of that too, so you can start looking that up and, you know, checking out your products. And, you know, it's something that the FDA has approved, you know, a minuscule amount to be in a lot of our products that we're using on our bodies every day. But when it's found in your laundry detergent and your shampoos and conditioners, your face wash, your hand soap, your laundry detergent, your dishwashing detergent, I mean, that little minuscule amount, when you're exposed to those things over and over again, day in and day out, it turns out to not be so minuscule. You know, that's a lot that you're exposing yourself to that. So yeah, definitely check your products for the sodium lauryl sulfate. Again, I will post that name. You can also limit your use of oral contraceptives and synthetic hormone replacement therapy. Definitely something to talk to your doctor about, to find a more natural alternative. And one other thing that we can do is limit our exposure to non-organic livestock, including, you know, our chicken, beef, pork, dairy products. Because often non-organic livestock are fed estrogenic drugs to help fatten them. Also, the grains that they are given are laden with chemical sprays that accumulate in the animal tissue and then promote hormone disruption in the people who are consuming them. So in the next video, we are going to talk about things that we can add to our bodies. This will be a little bit more fun. So check back for video 2. Thanks!